You'll never take my virginity.
I know we're leading with that. Hannah, what do you know about Sonic the Hedgehog?
The what? Okay,
Sonic-
so once upon a time, there was a blue hedgehog.
Yeah.
He can run really fast, and I think he has an obsession with gold rings, but most of my knowledge involves him as the long-lost prince, and also one of a set of triplets that has a underground rock band. Alright, that's all my information about Sonic.
Underground.
I loved that show when I was a kid. Alright,
Cool.
that's the extent of my information about Sonic.
So take
He
all
may or
that
may not have a
information?
sister.
Take all the information that you know
Uh-huh.
and don't pay attention to any of it, because nothing you just said pertains to the movies.
Even that he's blue and a hedgehog and really, really fast?
No, he's still that, but anyway.
Forget everything else. Got it.
Got it. Okay, next step. So, so when the movie first came out, it was, they did a trailer for it, or a poster for it, and the poster was the Sonic Legs poster, which I have here on the grid, but the entire thing was blacked out except for the legs. They were just highlighted in blue. And people were very scared because they didn't know what the fuck it meant. And then the full picture came out and everybody hated it. And they're like, wait a minute, let's release the trailer so they can see what its face looks like. So then a little bit later they were
way too humanoid.
Yeah, and then a little bit later they released this one, which is
And that's worse.
original
That was
Cursor.
the actual trailer.
This is the body part. This is the upper part of these legs.
I hate it. The legs
Yeah.
are bad enough on their own.
So everyone came out and said no, and then Paramount went, wait a minute, I'm gonna listen to these people, and then
the
they pushed
backlash was
first.
tremendous.
yes, and then they they pushed production back so that the movie would come out instead of around Christmas when it was originally supposed to, it would come out in February on Valentine's Day weekend. And then they completely redid Sonic, and this is what Sonic looks like now.
That is way better. Can we black out those two images? They frighten me. I'd like to not look at them anymore. I'd like to not look at them anymore.
And then you still have some people who are like, well, why aren't his arms tan like how it's normally supposed to be? And why doesn't his eyes connect to his other eye? Like, no, that's too much.
Too much. This is good. He looks good like
direction.
this. He looks good like this.
I actually
This
like
is
the
good
blue
for Sonic.
arms. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think
It looks better
everything
like
lines up
that.
well. I think it works better because the other characters on them too. It just makes the transition a little better by having them all have fur. All right.
They don't normally have furless arms.
Let's move on past. Oh, I also like that this is just fur on his stomach. That's tan instead of just like his mouth skin.
Skin.
That would have been terrifying, I think.
That would have been terrifying.
Also, I want to say before we move on from Ugly Sonic, he made a cameo in the Chip and Dale movie, the live action one.
Yes.
They'll have a live action movie?
And
Since
it's not
when?
good.
Yes.
There's John Mulaney in it.
No,
It's
it's not.
good.
I love John Mulaney. What is
That's
wrong
so
with
much
him?
worse.
Is
They put him-
he
It's
hot?
so much worse.
They
Why
put
does he
him
have a beer gut?
well because he has no work. So he's like,
Why does he have no work? Why is he in this
Duh.
universe?
Because it's a bad movie. We don't
Hollywood,
need to go into
baby.
that movie. Hollywood, baby. All right. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
Time to
All right,
start
Austin
with
Powers.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Time to start with Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
All right. So the movie starts off in Green Hill Zone, the real Green Hill Zone. It's all CGI. It looks really great. So you know how in the original Sonic games, you know what Green Hill Zone looks like?
Hannah, do you know this?
No, we've just discussed that I don't know anything about Sonic.
All right.
Let
Well,
me
here's
pull
an
up a
image
picture
of Green Hill Zone from
The owl?
the
No.
and hold on, we'll get to that. So it starts off with Child Sonic running around, going through loops, jumping off ramps and stuff like that.
This is the Smash Brothers
And
stage, but it's close enough.
Well, okay, that thing.
so Sonic
Okay.
runs back to his home and it's like, "Hi, Longclaw. Here,
That's
I got a
Longclaw.
flower for you."
Aw,
And
that's so cute.
Longclaw's like, "Oh, you're so sweet, Sonic, but you got to hide your powers. There are people after you that want this power, and you've got to stay hidden."
Wait, he's a
I've gotta
hedgehog. Are
protect you
there like
somehow.
real people after him, or like?
No, so the echidnas are after him, which is what Knuckles
Okay.
is.
Okay,
But
and Knuckles. What's an echidna?
you will find one.
It's
They
really
So
will
there's
eat
not-
their children.
they eat
Oh,
their
so
no,
own
there's
that's
not
children.
hedgehogs.
people.
They have four heads on their penis.
Are echidnas the ones that eat their feces?
No.
I know they do.
Hedgehogs
No,
are
wait.
the ones that have 4 penis heads.
That's it. No, there's something with echidnas too. Anyways,
No, I'm talking about echidnas. Echidnas are the ones that have the 4 penis heads. That's what I meant to say.
yes. And the hedgehogs are
wait,
the ones
wait.
that eat their
So-
children.
So wait, what?
Man.
Also, so there's no people after him. There's echidnas after him because he
Yes.
has magic
So
running powers.
the echidna tribe is after Sonic because
They
want
know he
their
exists.
power. Yes.
And they think eating him will give them that power.
No.
They want to destroy his power. They want to kill him because he's the last
Oh,
of his
that's really
kind.
dark.
They want to either
He's the last
obtain his
hedgehog?
power. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's really sad.
At least that we
He's the-
know of.
Yeah, he's the last
But
one
on
that
this
has...
planet, he is the only hedgehog.
Okay, on this planet, he's the only hedgehog, and the
Longclaw is
echidnas want to
looking
kill him
after him.
because of that. What animal
Yes.
is Longclaw?
Longclaw is the
An
owl.
owl.
Okay, so she's an owl, and she's raising a hedgehog as her son because he's the last of his kind, and the echidnas are mad that he's not dead yet like the rest of the hedgehogs, so they're trying to find him and kill him?
Yes. And there
Yes.
has been a war between the owls and the echidnas for a really long time.
Because the owls have been defenders of the hedgehogs.
When the echidnas were killing everything.
Yes.
Did the echidnas kill the hedgehogs, or did the hedgehogs die on their own?
We don't know.
Logan knows the
We
Sonic
just
lore.
know-
I can't help it anyway.
Well, I'm explaining movie lore. I'm not explaining video game lore. There is a massive difference here.
Alright.
But basically, Longclaw is looking after him. Echidnas, there's like good, like maybe 10 of them after him.
Mm-hmm.
They find him.
Oh, that's a
they start
lot.
running after him. And
Does he escape?
Longclaw, hold on,
Hold on.
you'll find out.
Okay.
Hold
okay.
on,
Okay.
Hold on.
hold on.
There we go. I have a picture of the best character in there.
Is it an echidna
Basically-
that's trying to eat him?
So
That's a truck.
This picture is for
That's-
later.
That's for later. But Longclaw spots the echidnas hiding in the trees in the background, and she's like, "Sonic, get down!" and slams the door shut or the windows, probably both. Grabs Sonic and hightails it out of there. They're going.
You
They're
know,
being chased after.
The way that you do
and
when
then they
someone's
get
after
far
your
enough away.
hedgehog son.
Yes. Longclaw's like, "Sonic, I can't go with you, but I need to give this to you." And Longclaw gives Sonic a bag of rings and a map. She throws one of the rings, which in the movie setting, the rings are used as portals. So you just think of where you want to go, you throw it, and you can go wherever.
Okay, that seems
So
rather
basically,
convenient.
so she tells him to go and basically shoves him into the portal, I think.
Yes. Shoves
And
him
then
and
she
throws
dies
the
off
bag.
screen.
No.
He
The
dies?
echidnas are closing in, and so she throws Sonic and the rings through the portal, and then stands up to defend it, and then the portal closes, and then you assume she dies off screen.
Aw, that's really sad. At least she died doing what she loved.
The last of the owls
Fighting
defending the
echidnas.
last of the hedgehogs. Anyway,
Oh, she was the last owl? Man, these echidnas are bad. They killed everything.
just you wait till the second movie.
I don't know.
So after Sonic is put into our world, there is a time skip to when he's a bit older, which is what you see on that poster right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's
So you're watching
wait,
him, you know,
watching him age the way
yes,
that normal
watching him
things do.
age.
So wait, was
He
he like a kid when he got thrown through this portal?
he was
Yes.
like a toddler.
Well, he wasn't a toddler. He was probably like 10.
Baby.
Because we only get
He was
like a 5 or 6 year jump.
Yeah, because he's
Now he's
still
a
technically a
teenager.
kid.
Yeah.
Wait, is he living out in the wild pretending to be a real hedgehog? Has he already
So
met Tom and Maddie?
we are in a very small town, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, called
Her,
Green Hill.
her name is Pretzel Lady.
Hmm?
Pretzel Lady, that's it.
Because she does yoga.
All
Because
the
she's
food
very
names.
flexible.
She's yoga lady.
Food lady. Food names. I like that. Okay, continue.
So we're in real life Green Hills, which is the name of the town. It's very small, out in the middle of nowhere in a forest, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Sonic is living by himself in a hollowed out tree. And he has a bunch of
Aww.
like comics and like a washer machine he uses
Is
as
it
a treadmill and stuff like that.
is it a hollowed out
Wait,
tree
what?
or is it
How
like a? I thought it was
small
like
is
a
Yes.
mound. I thought it was a mound.
Okay, look.
It's a hollowed out tree.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know how big a washing machine is, but
I'm pretty
guessing
sure it's a
that I
tree.
don't know how big Sonic is.
There's no way it's a tree. Let me
Maybe
look
it's
at
a
the
very
lore.
large tree.
Sonic's like the size of a toddler.
You
They
know, I
all
thought he
are.
was a lot bigger. I thought he was a lot bigger than that. I thought he was the size of like a
Yeah.
of an elementary of like a fifth grader. I thought he was the size of a fifth grader. Okay, so he fits in a washing machine. That's not a
and
concerning
he's
thing
and
to
he's
say out
running
of
around the
context.
town. We're
And the
learning
town
about the
doesn't.
townsfolks.
Does the town know about him?
No, he's spying
No,
on people.
except
for
for
one
Crazy
person.
Carl.
Crazy Carl. I
Who's
love
Crazy
Carl.
Carl? Who's Crazy Carl?
So Crazy Carl is basically like the tinfoil hat guy of the town.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
there's
not a
always
tree.
one.
Knows.
This is an underground.
Okay, well I was wrong. Just a
We're
hole.
proud of you for being
He
able
lives
to
in a
admit
hole.
it.
Sonic is running around the town while listening to one of the best songs ever, Don't Stop Me Now. Don't stop me, don't stop me. And we're learning about the
Queen?
townsfolk. We found out about Crazy Carl, the Donut Lord, Pretzel Lady, and a few people here and there, but no one crazy important. Tom, the Donut Lord, is a cop, and obviously he likes donuts. And the reason
Obviously.
Sonic calls him the Donut Lord is because Tom, when he's sitting on patrol, like in his patrol car, waiting for, something to happen, he will line
His
up the
tiny little
donuts
town.
and talk to them.
You get bored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Maddie,
As
who is the
long as the
pretzel
donuts
lady,
don't talk back.
Maddie is Tom's wife. And she likes to do like
Aww.
Pilates and stuff like that. So Sonic will stand outside and like do stretches and stuff with her without her knowing.
So cute though.
He lives vicariously through them.
And then we find out about Crazy Carl, who is basically the tinfoil hat guy who Sonic loves to fuck with. Because Crazy Carl knows about the blue demon. So he sets traps and stuff out around his house trying to catch him. But Sonic's too fast, so they just go off.
Sonic runs through all of them and sets them off just to fuck with him.
You gotta do something. He's a teenager. They get bored. They need a enrichment.
You forgot the other part, which is that Sonic likes to fuck with Donut Lord because when he's not paying attention, he speeds past him and then uses the speedometer, the speed reader.
Speedometer.
No, not speedometer. That's on the car. He uses the speed reader on the car. Either way, he uses that from the car. Either way, he uses that from the car he uses that from the car
to see what his speed is.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least the rest of them.
That's it. Lightning round. Let's go. Let's speed this up.
No. We cannot skip over the best part of this movie. you are not skipping over the best part of this movie.
I'm not skipping over Robotnik.
Okay. Lightning round. Next few scenes. We're talking, Hannah. Next few scenes.
We find out Sonic is very sad and lonely. He wants to be part of family, but he has to hide.
He has to hide
I
because he
think that we
can't.
could
That's
have
what
seen that
Longclaw told
coming.
him to do.
I think we saw that coming.
No friends, no family, no nothing. And the one he did love is dead.
Yep.
Ouch.
So he lives out in the middle of the woods, and then one time he gets really bored, so he goes to a baseball field and he plays baseball, and then it goes so fast that he makes a big old energy wave that explodes through and shorts power to like the entire East Coast, and then
Because he
Entire
is
East
extremely
Coast?
sad.
and yeah, because he's really
Oh
sad.
my gosh.
And then they localize where it is, and then the military calls in this vehicle, and then this guy steps out.
I get a really fancy Mack truck. Who is this
The
man?
best character.
And this is Jim
Dr.
Carrey.
Ivo
I mean,
Robotnik.
that's not Ivo Robotnik.
Yes, it
That
is.
guy
Wait a
looks like
minute.
Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town,
Wait, are they
but
both
like in a
Ivo
fancy
Robotnik?
costume.
Oh no,
No,
Gerald
his
is
grandfather is
his
Gerald
grandfather.
Robotnik.
I thought his name was Gerald and his grandfather was Ivo. I've
No.
had them backwards the whole time. Okay, out steps the greatest character of all time, Ivo Robotnik.
And his henchman,
Who fucks.
his right-hand man,
And his right-hand man, Mr.
Dr.
Stone.
Stone. Or not
Dr.
Dr. Stone. Oh my god. Agent Stone.
Agent Stone.
Wait a second. I know the guy. Not
Yeah,
that guy. I know
okay.
the other guy. The guy that you
This
just
guy?
put his legs over.
This guy? This
No,
guy.
the guy to the left and on
This
the bottom.
guy? P. Diddy.
Yeah,
Jimmy
isn't that
Ray's got a
normal?
bold nose.
Anyway,
Yes.
we
yes,
don't
he
need
does.
to worry about them yet. I know, that's why I got this picture. Anyway, so he sends all these little robot guys. Where's my picture of the little robot guys? He sends.
bad
Underneath
mix.
the picture. It's underneath the picture of.
He sends
the
his
whole
little.
planet.
So he sends his little robots.
No. The second one doesn't appear till the second movie, but
He
the
sends-
first one.
He
So he
sends the
sends
first.
his little robots, and they go all over the forest, and they go. And they scan around. And they try to find Sonic, but they can't find Sonic because Sonic is hiding.
Sonic, when he's hiding from Robotnik, he's in the garage.
No, that's
Donut
the
Lord
next
does
scene.
not know he's in there.
Yeah. That's the
Donut
scene
Lord does
after
not
he
know
sends
he's
stuff
in
out.
there.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. I'm shut up.
Okay.
And,
so he's hiding.
Sonic's in the garage. He's about to use a ring to teleport to a mushroom island because that's what Longclaw told him to do. If he has to run, just go to a different planet. And that was the only like livable planet.
He has a map
Okay.
that
Yes,
has
there's
all
a
the other
map.
planets, and he has to go in a circle.
One has
Okay.
like the Dreamcast logo on it and a bunch of like other references to Sega stuff. But he throws the ring down, and no. Tom comes in. He points the tranquilizer gun at him.
Because his
And,
wife is a vet.
Sonic
we forgot
goes-
about that. Pretzel Lady is a vet.
Yep. And then the greatest scene from the trailers pops up, wherein Sonic goes, meow, and then they both scream. Sonic gets tranquilized, and Tom wants to be a cop in San Francisco, so he's wearing a San Francisco shirt. So that's the last thing Sonic sees and thinks about. So a portal opens up to the top of a really tall building in San Francisco. His rings fall down there. The portal closes up, and then Tom puts Sonic in a dog cage.
Yeah.
Meow.
In his shed. This all happens
Now,
in their shed.
imagine the trailer.
Oh my gosh.
The trailer with ugly Sonic going, meow.
SFPD! Meow? Ah, come on.
I hate that so much.
And that's the scene
Did
that
they
made
not-
everyone freak out and yell at them until they made this.
SFPD! Pending background check. Pause in the air! Meow?
Oh, thank heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
He looks so much better.
He does. He does look a lot better.
Sonic's in the dog cage. Tom's trying to figure out what the hell to do. And then all of a sudden, he
That's
gets
fair.
a knock on the door.
Mhm.
It's Dr. Ivo Robotnik, the man himself.
Okay.
It is Jim Carrey.
And,
I mean, Robotnik.
Run.
They're going
Robotnik.
on, and Robotnik's like, I'm from the electric company. It's like, oh, you must know. Tom's like, you must know, who such and such.
You must know
And he's
so.
like, oh, well, I just made that guy up, so I don't know how you would know him. So then
Because Tom was
Eggman, well,
suspicious.
Robotnik, because he hasn't been named Eggman yet. Robotnik barges into the house and finds Sonic there.
Okay.
And
Except Sonic's in the shed. So he finds Sonic in the shed?
Oh, wait, no.
No.
They dragged the crate into the living room because he's waiting for his wife to show up because she's a vet. So he wants her to see if she can figure out what he is.
Fair enough. I'd also want to know what he is.
but
Most
he's woken
animals
up and
aren't
gotten out of
blue.
the cage by then.
Okay.
So then, what happens next? And then they start blowing up the house. What? Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember. I'm going crazy.
I'm trying to.
Let me pull up the Wikipedia again.
Doesn't he find the quill?
Tom. Before passing out, after Sonic recovers. Oh, okay. Sonic recovers, and then Tom agrees to help him. That's when Robotnik breaks in, falsely labels Tom a domestic terrorist, and then the two of them hit the road to escape Robotnik and his robots.
Oh my gosh.
His badniks.
His badniks, yes.
And the reason Sonic calls Robotnik Eggman is because all of his badniks look like little eggs flying after him.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
We could kind of skip a lot of the rest of this.
Well, we're speedrunning this shit.
We could just jump over pretty much all of the car stuff and just jump straight to the bar.
Yeah, it's
Some guy
basically
comes
a
through and
buddy
tries
road
to-
trip.
Yeah. They try to blow
Yeah,
up
okay.
his car like several times, but Sonic defeats them all. And then
Wasn't this guy also in Hop as well?
who? Jim Carrey?
The Donut Lord.
Jim Marsden? Yeah, Jim
Donut
Marsden's
Lord.
in Hop. Anyway.
Because people kept memeing about him being in a movie doing a buddy road trip with CGI characters.
Anyway, they go to
Poor guy.
after this, they go to a bar. Tom helps Sonic do a bunch of bucket list stuff. And then there's a big bar fight, which has a Quicksilver moment in it, where everything goes in slow motion while Sonic walks at a normal speed. And he starts changing stuff around just to fuck with people.
Okay.
And then we meet this lady. We end up
made it to San Francisco by now.
end up in San Francisco, and we end up meeting Rachel is wait what huh?
That's
Her
Rachel.
sister is Rachel. Yes, this is Rachel,
Yes.
sister of this lady. Maddie joins them, and then they go to find the rest of Sonic's rings. They put Sonic in a duffel bag, I think, and then take him up to the top of the building, saying that they're like repair people. And then when they show up, Robotnik arrives in a hovercraft powered by...
No. You missed the best part.
Oh.
When they're standing at the elevator waiting for it to come down, there's two people behind them, and Sonic is making noises. The guy behind him asks Tom, "Do you have a child in that bag?" And he says no. Well, yes, but no, it's not
My
mine.
child.
And then they both back away.
Oh, we also missed the amazing scene
Well,
where
yes. But
we
no,
find
it's
out-
not mine.
we find out when Sonic went around the baseball diamond, he lost one of his quills. So Robotnik takes it and he goes, and he puts it in his mouth and it zaps the shit out of himself. So that's important because now he's in a hovercraft powered by Sonic's quill. He fights off the
That's
drones,
nice.
and then to protect Maddie and Tom, he throws them off the side of the building and then throws a ring down below them to take them back to Green Hill.
Okay, that could be a little terrifying.
And then Robotnik...
Where they
Yeah,
land in a barn.
They land in a barn filled with hay. Robotnik uses the quill to match his speed and pursues him across the world. Oh yeah, you see a ton of scenes where he's throwing rings and like going through different places and stuff at supersonic speed, and like everything's moving super slow, but him and Eggman are just fucking flying through. Yeah.
Okay.
Which at the beginning of the movie, we had a well, how did I end up in this situation type moment,
Oh yeah.
and it ties it
Yeah.
to the
To that
to the
Like in
chase
Megamind?
scene.
Like at the beginning of Megamind?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Except a lot less baby throwing. um, Tom and the townsfolk. Okay. So then, after that, the final ring he uses takes him back to Green Hills before Robotnik knocks him out, basically.
Okay.
All the townsfolk start intervening, and Tom, with Robotnik attacking Sonic, and Tom calls Sonic his friend. Sonic regains consciousness and strength, and then defeats Robotnik by destroying his hovercraft. What he does then is he throws a ring, it opens up to that mushroom planet he was going to go to, and he knocks Robotnik into it and then closes the ring off.
Okay.
And we have a post-credit scene of Eggman walking around the mushroom.
Wait. We missed.
What?
You gotta let me finish. During the incident, Tom and Maddie decide to stay in Green Hills because Tom was going to go to San Francisco to be a cop. So they decide to stay in Green Hills, and then Sonic moves in with them as a surrogate son, and he lives in their attic.
Aw, that's
And now you can say
cute.
that.
Almost.
Which
Lives
then
in
they're
their attic.
gifted an Olive Garden gift card by the General of the United States.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's on brand. That's on brand for the United States Army.
But
We're so sorry about mistakenly labeling you a domestic terrorist. Have a gift card to Olive Garden.
thank you for saving us from Robotnik.
And then the government erases all of the events, including Robotnik's entire existence. He does not exist. He is not a person anymore.
Bit far.
And then now you can say the mushroom scene.
So we get a post-credit scene of Eggman in the mushroom world. He's got a rock that looks like Agent Stone, and he's talking to him. So it's a stone that's Agent Stone.
I don't even
And you see him doing up his mustache and shaving his head. And he's like, I'm going to find a way out of here. If I'm lucky, I'll be back before Christmas. Or back for Christmas. And he starts doing a little robotic walk.
Aww.
And he sounds so much like Mike Pollock's Eggman, which is like the Eggman who's like
he's the Eggman.
Yeah, he's the Eggman. He's
and
like,
the joke was that
what does he say?
He said, if I'm lucky, I'll be home.
Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. And he throws the little stone version of Agent Stone. And he calls him Agent Stone because it's a rock. But anyway, and then the second is Tails flies through another one of those ring portals. This guy, he flies through one of the ring portals and goes.
And Tails is a fox, not a hedgehog or an echidna.
He is a fox,
right?
And he flies through.
Is he from the? Is he from the same world as Sonic?
Well,
let's
in the games he is.
We're gonna do it anyway. Anyway, and then he goes, I gotta find Sonic, and he has a little scanner and it goes. And
which Tails is voiced by the same lady who voices him in the games.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
So pretty much Tails is the only one with original voice actor.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
I do like Ben Schwartz's version of Sonic. I will say that.
I do too.
And that's yeah, that's the end of that
Sonic
one.
So
also
Anna, recap.
Here's a fun fact. Instead of James Marsden as Donut Lord, we could have gotten Chris Pratt. So
I know the name James Marsden.
I like James Marsden.
Let's count our prayers.
I like Chris Pratt, but I'd rather have James. I think James worked a lot better.
I'm saying let's count our prayers that we didn't end up with another Chris Pratt movie.
Our blessings.
Blessings and prayers.
All right, so I will do a recap to prove that I was paying attention and also that I understood what you told me. So there's a baby hedgehog. He's the last of the hedgehogs. He's being raised by an owl. He's the last of the owls.
Yes.
The echidnas find them, which is bad because they are going to eat him. So the
Possibly.
owl buys him time to escape. So the owl throws him into a different planet via magic portal to save his life. Presumably dies after doing so. The hedgehog spends the next 5 years all by himself and is really lonely, but trying to pretend that he isn't. He lives in a little hole in the ground and he follows all the townspeople around. And it's super sweet, except that he's like kind of stalking them, but it's okay. We're not going to talk about it. He has this one guy that he messes with. Anyway, at some point, he gets really, really sad and lonely and accidentally lets off a huge burst of energy that alerts everyone else that, hey, there's something going on in that weird little town. So they all come, and we get Mr. Eggman, who comes and figures out that something's going on, and he finds him. He finds Sonic, but Sonic manages to get away with the cop that he was stalking. They escape to San Francisco. And they have to find all these rings that Sonic dropped through a portal that he opened on accident, but it's too late to get them back now. So they have to get them back, and at one point, a man definitely thinks that the cop and his wife are smuggling a small child up to the top of a building to throw him off the roof, and they don't do anything about it. So we're just going to let that be how it be.
What would you do in that situation, Hannah?
I think I would call the cops, I'm not going to lie. I think I would try to take the bag and call the cops. Or at the very least, definitely call the cops. I'm not sure I would be brave enough to try to take the duffel bag.
Hannah?
Because it's San Francisco.
So,
yeah, it is San Francisco.
Mr. Eggman pays for his crimes and is sent to a mushroom dimension, and the government pretends that he never existed, and as a thank you and apology, they give the cop, not Sonic, they give the cop a gift card to Olive Garden. The end.
We completely just didn't talk about Wade in the first movie.
Oh my God, guys, that's why I know James Marsden. He's Prince Edward from Disney's Enchanted.
Yeah, he is.
Holy shit! Oh my God!
He's been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
Okay, now we move on to the second
wild.
movie.
I forgot about that.
I completely forgot that movie existed.
He's also Scott Summers from the X-Men movies. Oh, poor guy.
2 years later,
He's Cyclops?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's Cyclops.
He's
Cyclops. And, sorry, one more. And he's in the Tale of Princess Kaguya. Hold on, I forgot how. Princess Kaguya. From Studio Ghibli. He's the prince.
From Banjo-Kazooie?
From the Tale of Princess Kaguya.
Yeah. What did you say after that? I just completely fucking zoned out.
Dude, I like him. All right.
For those of you watching this, I'm sorry.